Hello, hello, it's Kitty, your thought organizer, coming to you live on a, cloudy um, day in Atlantic Canada. It is quite picturesque, though, even if it is cloudy. And remember that about your day too. Maybe you're having a bit of a cloudy day yourself, but you know what? I bet you can find some picturesqueness in it. I'm not quite sure if that's a word, but it will be for now. How's that sound? All right. Who am I? I am Kitty Andrews with Declutter the Brain. And what do? I help coaches, consultants, and entrepreneurs to eliminate their physical and mental clutter so that they can put more focus on attracting and serving premium clients and creating an amazing life for themselves, whatever that amazing life looks like. I do have over 20 years experience in helping people to gain control of their surroundings, and through that 20 years I have developed a step-by-step one system, which really the more I use it, and the more my clients use it, the more we find that it's applicable to all of the 5 pillars of your life, whether that be your home, your health, your habits, your heart, meaning your emotions, and your head, of course. Yes, I use it all the time. And if you're curious to learn more, you just hang with me. Keep watching the videos, and if you're thinking that, hey, it's really time for me to just get start to lead a platinum life. I thought of that this morning. I thought, yeah, a platinum life, what would that look like without any clutter, with things being streamlined so that you can just float through the day and even float through adversity with a minimum of mental chaos. How would that sound? Yeah. Tell you what, if that sounds good and you are coachable, then you just hold that thought, and we will give you your next steps to take in about 12 minutes from now. Hold that thought. In the interim, though, we are talking about, this week is all about declutter your garage. Good heavens. Uh, the people gasp because we've all seen horror story garages, all right, and many of us have them. I've never actually had a garage, so I have to live vicariously through other people. And I tell you what, my cousin in Western Canada, at least one of them, his garage it's packed, but it is so tidy, and he parks his car religiously in it every day. Yeah, so I know that you can have a full garage and park your car. So listen up this week for those tips. But we have to start somewhere, don't we? Excuse me. All right, a little bit of a statistic for you, a little bit of fun time here. Oftentimes, like I was saying, there's no room for your car in the garage, and oftentimes it is just a drop zone for, I will get to it later. The National Association of Professional Organizers tells us that 50% of those polled say that the garage is the most disorganized space in their home. 50% say that it's the most disorganized space in their home. And 25% of those polled, in NAPO tells us, they can't park in the garage because there is so much stuff. Well, maybe it's time to stop the insanity. Now, if you like parking outside, then God bless you. Fill your boots and park outside and use your garage as storage space. But your car would probably thank you if you park inside. All right, away from the snow, the sleet, the rain, the elements. The sunshine, of course, fades the paint job on your car. So, and if you're in a damp climate, then rust is even worse if you're parking outside. Again, personal choice, but I think it just makes sense. If you're in a house with a garage, why wouldn't you use it? Okay, now what you want to do to start this process is, as always, and I know it's a lot like decluttering your basement or any other room, but the purpose of any of these videos is to show you that the decluttering process is not different for each space in your home or even in your head. It's the same, but many people don't realize it. So that's why I do week-long segments on every room, if you're wondering. All right, you probably weren't, but hey. All right, so determine the purpose that you want the garage for. Do you want it for car storage? Car parking? Do you want it for car parking and storage? Do you want it for storage? Do you want to maybe make a studio if you're in a warm climate, or a play space for the kids? Go to your room, right? Hey, and yet you can still keep an eye on them. That's pretty good, huh? So determine your purpose of the garage. You don't need to make a floor plan yet. You're not there yet, so don't clutter your brain with that. Just determine a rough purpose. All right. Now, if you're like most of these people who cannot park in the garage, you are just overwhelmed. Where do I start? Where do I begin? Yeah, you just don't know where to start. So I'm going to give you your first step. Are you ready? All right, are you ready? Discard the obvious trash. Now, I've done this with three clients now that they just didn't know where to start. So I said, okay, those recycle bottles that you take back to the bottle depot. How long have I don't know, how long have they been there? I don't know, months. Well, put them outside the garage, put them in your car, take them so that you can take them to the bottle depot and you'll get some money for your pains. All right? Yeah. And I've got cardboard boxes. Well, I'm saving them. For what? And then they get the Kitti stare. Yeah. Break them down. Yes, there will be a couple that you'll want for your sorting process, so you don't want to break them all down, but as many as you can. And you probably have bags of other recycle things that you've been meaning to take out to the curb or been meaning to take out to the dumpster, depending on your garbage removal program in your area. Anyway, get rid of those now. Do a CAT scan around. Are there McDonald's coffee cups? Are there your own coffee cups, for all that matter? Are there soda cans? Any kind of garbage that you know is garbage? You can get rid of that, and you will feel an immediate difference in your energy level, in the energy feel of the garage. I remember this, one of my first clients, as a matter of fact, in Western Canada. He couldn't believe it. He thought his garage was just hopeless. All right. And Chris and I went through it, and he did that, and he said, I cannot believe it. And that was only after 1 hour working together. All right. So he kept it up. He kept it up. To the best of my knowledge, it's still clear. So get rid of your obvious trash. So far you've determined a purpose for the garage, and you're discarding the obvious trash. Now today being Wednesday, let's make a staging area, much like hello Michael! Oh, so good to see you. I was wondering where you were at. I was getting mighty lonely here, boy. So much like the basement, you want to, as a matter of fact, do what Michael has done. He did that right from the beginning. He made himself. He cleared off a certain area, the kitchen island, I believe, so that he would have a central location. Now you may want to. Michael has a different situation, but the important thing is to make a staging area. He loves this. Make one area. If your garage is far from your house, then don't use the kitchen island, okay? But Basically, the idea is no matter where you have it, have a staging area, a work area. The title of today's segment is Work Smart. So we're working smart. We have an area where we can sort, and we've got a couple of those boxes that you didn't break down, or maybe you have empty plastic totes. Yes, those are wonderful too. So you have just an area that's away, that is away from the maelstrom. You see, away from the overwhelm. All right, so you've taken away, maybe you've taken away a box, you've taken it to your work area, and you can do it with a decluttered mind, a decluttered brain, right? So that's the reason for that. You also want to, when you're working on the garage, start on one side or the other side. Start in one corner if you can, and just keep moving around. Don't bounce all over the garage. You'll get a sense of momentum as you finish that one area, and you can see where you're at. Frankly, it's practical. You can see what you've done. So whereas if you're all over the place, then you won't be able to see what you've done. I'm going to mention something in a moment, but we have a very special guest coming to Declutter the Brain Facebook group. Stay tuned for that in a moment. Okay, so that's it in a nutshell for today. Is basically make sure that you have your work area that you can work in, and start on one area and stay with that. Don't forget my one system, if you're not familiar with it, is one room at a time, one area of that room at a time, one thing at a time. This very deceptively simple system has helped me and all of my clients go from completely overwhelmed and broke in finances or in spirit to confident, focused, and organized, and well off, whatever well off looks like. All right, so if you enjoyed this video, just hit that share button. You don't know who's out there who's maybe not having a lemony fresh day, and you could be helping them out, and maybe their garage is overflowing. If you're curious to see other videos that I've done on a myriad of topics now, go to YouTube, type in Declutter the Brain, and you'll see my smiling face there. Everything is cataloged and organized so you can find exactly what you need for any given circumstance, whether it's declutter your stress level, declutter your health habits, declutter your, oh, good heavens, I've done so many. Declutter your rooms. All right, so couple of questions for you. How would it feel to platinum your life? Yes, I said platinum your life. It's not a verb, but it is for today. By that I mean just sail through the day feeling confident that you can handle whatever life throws at you, because you are basically mentally and physically clutter free. Does that sound like a plan? Yes. And are you coachable? Are you tired of your clutter and you just want it gone for good? And finally, are you coachable? Yeah? Are you committed to taking action on clearing your space and organizing your thoughts? Yes? All right, we're going to give you 3 steps. Number 1, get off that hamster wheel, then join Declutter the Brain Facebook group. We have workshops, we have questions. We have a very special guest who's going to tell us, and we're airing later today, who's going to tell us about our experience decluttering her garage. Step number 2, scroll down in the comments, download your 7 easy steps to conquer your physical and mental clutter. And while you're there, just book a call with me, and I'll listen to hear what your clutter is actually costing you. I'll give you a plan that you'll see tangible, immediate results, and then we can see if we're fit to work together in one of my programs. All right. But either way, you won't walk away empty-handed. This I guarantee, as much as you can guarantee anything in life, right? So, now that you've decided to organize your mindset, eliminate your chaos, book that call. Don't wait. Tomorrow, what do we have tomorrow? Away with your trash. Take care. 11 Eastern tomorrow. Bye for now.